Hi everybody, welcome back to Fun Media, and today we're gonna have a look at one of the most intriguing editing software for someone who's trying it for the first time. It's free software, or you can buy the full version for $300, and it is Davinci Resolve 16. Let's have a look.
Alright, so welcome in Davinci Resolve. So I already have three media that I've put in here. This is an easy drag and drop. So in the intro, just before that, I told you that this is one of the more intriguing editing software. I gave the software to a couple of guys who are a good editor, and they all liked it, but they all said the same thing. It's pretty much the most different software, and particularly because of this little thing here called Fusion. It's one of the most different editing software they've been using. It's powerful, it's good. If you buy the full version, you got everything at $300, but there's a big learning curve, and it's kind of you work a little bit longer to get this to the same result as other software. So, and they all said one interesting thing with all the software, even if they liked that one, all the software they've been using, it's the one that crashed the most. So I mean, file, save project, or Control S all the time, every 5 minutes if you want. Alright, so let's start a little tour. This is not a tutorial how to use it, it's more like a tour. I'll do one or two things to show you stuff, but it's just like a review and tour. So now once you have your media, after that you go in the cut here. So just to make sure, this is not your timeline for editing. This will be in edit right here. If you use cut here, you'll have all the video that you put in your media or in your bin to work in your editing. But let's say I'd like this video here to be a bit different, to work with a different video using that one. So I'll just put it here. And with this video, I'm gonna create something else. It will appear a new video right here. Okay, there you go. So with this video, it has created in my master, or in your bin, in your media pool, how you want to call it, a new little video. They call it timeline 1. So let's say I'd like to have a little title, little effect already, like before I work in my edit here, or maybe just have a shorter clip. Let's say I wanted to end here. There's a scissor here, so I'm just gonna cut it, take that one, take it off, and this video here, I still have my main video. It's now became that one, so I could work from that one or that one. Okay, so with cut, this is what you can do, is prepare your video if you want to change it before going into edit. So now let's switch to edit. So now I got all those video. So it's this is your timeline. You have your normal screen. This is, you select a video, so you know you are working from this video. If it's on the left screen. On the right screen, of course, there's nothing yet because I haven't put any video on my timeline, so I'll just drag one. There you go. So this is the video I'm working from, and this is the result from what I'm working right here. So of course you have all the normal tools right here. In the cut, you have the scissor. In that one, you have this little blade edit mode. So let's say I'm working on that one. Okay, I'd like to cut that one right here, so I don't need that. Take it off, and that's it. Editing is started. So I can put one more video here after it and do the same thing. So this is really just to show you guys the timeline. Of course, I could put one more video above, and it's just gonna add another layer to the editing. So I'll just take it off because I don't need it at the moment. And you have all the normal tools like this one, the snapping. It's called some magnet in some other editing. So for those who don't know what it is, so it's just to see, now it's not selected, it's not snapping this one to this one. If I want to use it, click, it just connected to the other one. So yeah, so we'll just stay in the edit mode just for a little moment. So now I got all the effect library that it's now here. So I'll just, once again, it's easy drag and drop. So let's just go with, I don't know, lights, some light stuff. See, drag and drop. So it has just put the lights. Of course, not changing anything here because this is the result. Now I like my sky is really bright. So you got a couple of good ones that you can work on. The sound library right here, so I got nothing because you gotta go create an account and download it. I could do that right now. I have a Davinci Resolve account, but I haven't downloaded any music because I just use mine. But you could go download, create your account and everything. So let's go back to the effect library. So in the effect library, you have your toolbox right here: video transition, audio transition. So video transition, drag and drop once again. Sorry, there was the eye areas that just appeared like that. It's really, for that one, it's not hard to use at all. I mean, the timeline is really friendly. The title, same thing. You either have text that you can put above and double click on it and go change your title. See, it just appeared here, and change it. Or you have a couple of templates like those. So those one normally will be moving. Now, let's say you have something in mind that you really need a text that it's not here, or an effect that it's not here, or really something like that you want to do that you cannot find right here. So this is where it gets interesting. So now you know about the editing, the timeline, how this works. Let's go now in the Fusion. So in the Fusion, you have, this is the clip that was selected in the edit. This is the normal clip, and this is the end of the clip. This is the result that you want. So the thing you want to do with Fusion is put stuff in between. Like, let's say this is a blur. Now I just brought the blur, and you can put it to wherever you want to put it. See, I've put a blur at the end, and of course you can work the blur, just appeared here. So blur size and everything, so we'll work on it and everything. So it looks pretty easy like that, but it gets complicated if you want to go into deep effect. I mean, you go into your effect library and you want to put some tools or color. So every time what you do is you grab it, bring it here. Now you have to work on it. See it on the first screen or the second screen. See, it just disappeared. So you can connect to that one. You can take one more, connect it to here or here. I mean, I won't give you a fusion tutorial right now, but it's really about connecting stuff to other stuff and then merging stuff. You can do that with the templates. You can do it with titles, have a little motion to a title. I mean, it's really interesting, but a little hard to work on. Let's see if you want to have some text. And then where do you want to connect your text? Sometimes you can, sometimes you don't. I mean, you really have to know what you want to do with it, but you really need to work on it again and again and again. And then but at least there's some interesting thing you can do with that. So I'll just come back to my editing. And let's just go to color. Working with the color here, it's actually, you can do, if you have something in mind, you can do pretty much everything. It's really great. See, now everything I'm doing here, you can see it here, it's changing. Let's go back to gamma normal or the gain. See, it's changing. So with Davinci Resolve, you have a good control of the color, and you also have a good control of the sound. So this is really the sound mixing page. You can play with your sound. You can have one more sound here, give it a little transition, and go in the sound library, add a little music to it, and after that I'll have your sound effect. If for those who know Pro Tools, it's a bit like that, not as professional as Pro Tools, but I mean, you can go like, this is kind of a timeline for audio only, which is kind of cool. But once again, just like Fusion, there's a bit of a learning curve to do here. Well, at least, I mean, you got a product that will get you wherever you want to go if you practice or get a course on it or tutorial. And at the end right here, deliver, pretty straightforward. I mean, then you're done with your editing. You have all your video here, and it's really friendly, asking you, are you doing a video for YouTube or Vimeo? I mean, you want this clip, working with this clip going on Final Cut Pro or Premiere or Avid, Pro Tools if you're doing some music stuff, or sound effect. Do you want to do audio only? So I mean, there's a lot of option here, which is kind of nice. And then you have all your video, and of course, good thing, format. Lots of format. So I mean, it's pretty much it with the basic tour of Resolve. So verdict is, it's a great software. Even if you want to get it for free, you would just have less effect or less fusion stuff that you can do. But for $300 you'll have the lifetime full version. It's a good one, not my number one on my top list, but at least if you have time to practice and time to play with it, you'll get wherever you want to go with this software. You have the chroma key, you have everything for a prosumer. So yeah, I mean, Davinci Resolve 16, good notes, it'll pass the test, and I see ya next time with Teflon Media.